Clock by my clock. So we'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Let's see. Third order is approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Okay, the motion has been made and second to approve the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The agenda is approved. Approval of the minutes of the last meeting. And let's see. Yeah, and I guess, and I and Jordan are the only ones that were here, so
Yeah, I would make a motion to
Okay.
approve.
I'll second it. Any discussion? I read them. It looked pretty good. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, minutes are approved. All right. The next order of business is the petition docket BOA 42122. The first one is a petition for Rudy and Alma Miller to allow a home with a setback of 84 feet from the center line of County Road 35 instead of the required 100 feet pursuant to Chapter 10.4.7 parentheses 2 of the Winona County zoning ordinance. And does someone have to present the petitioner? Okay. What? Okay. And state your name and address for the record.
Can you hear me okay? I'm Megan Cabley. I'm pleased to meet you guys again
Okay.
in person for the first time. This petition is brought forth by Rudy and Alma Miller. The address 13449 County Road 35 in St. Charles. The petitioner approached the county for a variance request to allow reconstruction of an existing home. Actually, it's a demolition of an existing home and then reconstruction. The new home, they're requesting a variance to expand the footprint toward the roadway, coming within 84 feet of the center line instead of the required 100 feet. There we go. This property is located just southeast of St. Charles, off of I-90. And lies right off of County Road 35 in Saratoga Township. If you look at the next map, you can kind of place it. There's the auction, the Miller Auction House right south of this property. This is Rudy and Alma Miller's place, shown in green. It's 30 acres on site on the very north side. Kay, if you want to put your pointer right on the existing home, is right there. Yep, that's the 1920s home that they would like to remove and reconstruct to meet their family's size needs. And then the purple line right here shows the 100-foot setback from County Road 35. And the next photo is going to be blown up a little bit more so we can look at the detail. Again, you can see the purple line is a 100-foot setback from County 35. It says 84.12, but that's because I just couldn't get it to 84 when I was making that line. That gives you an idea of where 84 feet is in comparison with the existing house, and then also the blue outline footprint of the proposed home. North of that blue line footprint is the existing septic and also the area where they're designated for possible new septic. So they're restricted in that side. There is a well on the west side, and the house is coming within the 3 feet, which is a minimum distance of that well. On the south side is, well, I should say to the west there, you can see the barn with the brown roof. If they were to expand south, it would block access and entrance to that barn, which is why they're kind of forced east out toward County 35. Other locations on the site were not considered. It wasn't deemed reasonable alternative with the existing home site where it's at. Okay, next slide. This gives you a better idea of what it looks like on site. The left photo is as you're pulling into the drive, you can see the 1920s house there on the right. As you pull in a little further here on the right side photo, I tried to put in a line, that red line of approximately where that 84 feet would be. You can just see the garden, and it's just inside of that garden. Okay, next slide. All right, as we round down, we're looking at the house from the south side. And this shows, that red arrow shows on the left photo of how, if it was expanded further south, it would block access to their milking barn, which is also where they're currently staying until the new house is built. And then again, to the right, as we come around to the other side of the existing 1920s house, that circle indicates where the location of the well is and how close the new home would be coming up to that, I guess. Okay, continue around the house. Now we're on the west side of the 1920s house looking east, southeast. The wellhead is circled on the left. And then in the right photo, as we round up to the complete north side, now we're looking south at the 1920s house, indicating the foreground of where the existing septic and possible future septic field would be. This is in Saratoga Township, and they met last week and indicated there was no comment in relation to their request. So the recommendation from the staff is that you should consider all the materials and testimony before you make your decisions, that the staff analysis and draft findings support granting the variance based on information that we have available to us. And should the Board of Adjustment decide to approve, we've drafted 2 conditions for consideration. And I will add that the petitioner is here if you have any direct questions for Mr. Rudy Miller. He is there.
Okay.
Did you have any questions for me?
Well, first I apologize because I think this is the first time we met, Megan, and so
I know.
I thought you were the petitioner.
The petitioner, right?
Yes, that's what.
I will
that's what
gladly
Megan
give
had
the
to-
address.
So, yes, that's right. So
Right, yes.
does anyone have any questions for Megan? Yeah, go ahead.
Megan, could you share with us what is the general purpose of a setback in a case like this? And then in this case, why is there a 100-foot setback?
Well, our setbacks are different than right-of-ways. So setbacks are a zoning ordinance provided so that because of the class of the road, and different roads have different class designations, they require less or more of a setback due to approach and safety. We wouldn't want buildings up too close that would restrict views and intersections or exiting driveways. So in this case, I have the class for the road. It's a
The
minor collector,
yes.
I think.
Mhm.
So minor collector roads are 100 feet setback from the center line. The next notch down is 66 feet back from the center line. So,
Thank you.
yep.
And that usually keeps it about 50 feet from the right-of-way line because the roads are about 100 feet wide, generally the counties, or 6 rods. Any other questions? Okay, thank you, Megan.
You're welcome.
And does the petitioner wish to present before we open it to the public?
Patient for the rest.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And you can answer, questions later or, okay. Then we'd entertain a motion to open to the public.
Make a motion?
Okay, the motion has been made and seconded to open it to the public. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, the meeting is open to the public. Is there anyone who wishes to speak to this petition for Rudy and Alma Miller? For the second time, is there anyone who wishes to speak concerning the petition of Rudy and Alma Miller? The BOA 421-2022, the first one. And for the third and final time, is there anyone who wishes to speak to this petition? Hearing none, I'd entertain a motion to close the public meeting.
So
Is there a person on the phone? I just heard a little noise. I didn't know if they wanted to say anything. Or...
Okay, I didn't see that. Is there anyone on the phone or anyone else? I guess,
I will second the motion. Then,
okay,
in that case.
all those in favor to close the meeting to the public, say aye. Aye. Meeting is closed to the public, and we can discuss the petition among the board members. Has everyone read, everyone read the petition? Okay,
yes.
and all the findings?
Looks fairly straightforward, and the staff did a comprehensive job explaining the variance requested and the general makeup of the petitioner's property. And I believe it would be appropriate to proceed with that variation.
Okay. You have anything, Jordan?
No, seeing as how there's other buildings, you know, within
They're
that
pretty well
setback,
hemmed in, yes.
yeah, I don't see an issue.
And there's still quite a ways from the right of way. I think you got 16 feet variance, and the county engineer doesn't have any opposition, and the township has no comment, so they're not opposed.
Yeah,
So,
in that case, I would make a motion to approve this variance with the conditions as written in the agenda packet.
okay,
Second.
wait a second.
Yes, it does include adopting the findings of fact.
Okay, is there, okay, the motion's been made and seconded. Is there any discussion? Any more discussion or any questions for anyone? If not, we can take a vote to approve the motion to approve the variance, including the conditions and all the findings of facts. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Okay, the variance is granted. And I will read as soon as I find it, here we go. The required reading, that all decisions of the Board of Adjustment in granting variances or in hearing appeals from any administrative order, requirement, decision, or determination shall be final, except that any aggrieved person or persons or any department, board, or commission of the jurisdiction or of the state shall have the right to appeal within 30 days after receipt of notice of the decision to the district court in the county in which the land is located on questions of law and fact. Any party that would like to submit an appeal to the decision rendered at the public hearing must do so to the district court. Planning and Environmental Services is not responsible for filing the appeal or obtaining representation by counsel for the petitioner. Okay. And what else do we have on the agenda? Anybody else have anything? If not, I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay. Okay, the motion's made and seconded to adjourn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye.